Whenever I think that the PS Portal has reached its peak, Sony manages to release a brand new update that just makes this device even that much better. Last time it was bringing cloud streaming out of beta, allowing users to finally stream their PSN library, bringing a whole new UI design and adding some very needed network fixes. Well, Sony has added yet another update, which at first seems like a minor update, but in reality has a huge impact on the overall experience on the PS Portal. This might be the update that pushes you to finally buy a PS Portal. And for those who already have one but are facing network issues, well, this is the update that fixes those issues as well. So let's break down what's new and what it actually means in a real-world use. To summarize, here are some of the big improvements you can expect from the new update. A brand new 1080p high-quality gaming mode, the ability to select a specific game to play from a game bundle, getting trophy notifications, and a ton more quality life improvements that we're going to get into later. Let's start with the big one. We now have a 1080p high quality mode. Technically, the PS Portal already had a 1080p mode, but used to be capped at a lower bitrate, which in regular English just means that it used to be capped at a lower quality. This new update bumps up that quality. This means you can expect a way better gaming experience on the PS Portal, whether that's through remote play or cloud streaming. You can expect sharper images, less compression, cleaner details in fast-paced games. Games just look overall better now. I've always loved how the games looked and played on the PS Portal before the update, but I can definitely tell the difference going from the standard 1080p to the 1080p high quality mode. Just keep in mind though that the higher bitrate also requires a more stable Wi-Fi connection. Personally, my home Wi-Fi setup is very fast and it can handle almost everything. But if you have a slower quality connection, you might consider going down to 720p or just using the standard 1080p. Which is more than enough for a gaming handheld like the PS Portal. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far and want to see more about the PS Portal, don't forget to smash the like button and hey, maybe even hit subscribe. I have a bunch more videos on the channel covering the PS Portal and how to get the best performance out of this little device. Links will be in the description, so go on and check them out as well. Now, Sony didn't just stop there with the update. They added a bunch of smaller updates that altogether really improve the overall experience of the PS Portal. For new users, there is now a fast QR code sign-in setup, allowing both new and old users to set up the PS Portal much quicker. This setup option also shows a screen prompt on the different ways you can use the PS Portal, which is a really great touch because in every single one of my PS Portal videos, there's always someone who says you need a PS5 to use the PS Portal. And the answer is no, you don't. Furthermore, there's now a neat touch where the search bar instantly opens the keyboard, and when you're in games, you now get notified when you earn a trophy and can also look at those trophies in more details. Another great addition for those who have game bundles or are trying to play a specific version of a game in the cloud streaming library, well, you are in luck. Previously, if a game had both a PS4 version and a PS5 version, it was a bit difficult to find the version you wanted to play. But now it instantly shows both versions when you pick a specific game. And finally, with the new update, Sony added a general tips section. This is meant as a way to give tips on how to improve your Wi-Fi connection speed and resolution on the PS Portal to get the best out of your PS Portal. In my opinion, these tips are a bit too general. I would actually recommend you to watch my full video on how to get the best out of your PS Portal, where I go more in depth to ensure that your PS Portal performs at its absolute very best. Overall, the PS Portal has been slowly but surely evolving. I can still remember the times people said that this device was going to die out. And now, years later, it is more alive than ever with a strong gaming community. cloud streaming, a better UI, higher quality visuals and performance, this device is now more than worth it. This new update pushes the PS Portal to new heights. It might not be the biggest update out there, but sometimes these minor changes goes a long way in improving the overall experience of the PS Portal. This is just such a great touch, as the PS Portal has been, for me, a great way to go for a completionist run in some of my favorite games. Lately, I've been going through the RE series, and I can't believe I had never played RE4 before. But hey, Sony, we still want to be able to use any Bluetooth headset. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Was this update enough for you to buy yourself a PS Portal, or finally dust away the dust on your PS Portal? And if you've enjoyed this video, guys, you know the drill. Smash the like button, and hey, maybe even hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.